We're Coach Frye after the conclusion of the Weems Baskin here in 2021. Coach, a great meet, a ton of stuff. What stood out to you this weekend?
Just the big improvement from last week to this week for some, and then some freshmen with their first opener. The kids that came off of the NCAA got a chance to perform. Those were good things for us, and it's just a thrilling experience, and just the thrill of having a chance to be at home at Weems Baskin, which is a big meet for us. Mr. Baskin was a coach of a football team, and his family's legacy here, the name of this track was Baskin, and we changed the name of the track, but we kept the name of the facility. I mean, we kept the name of the event. And so the kids, I love to have legacy, but I love to have new things happen. And so we had a great performance for a lot of kids.
You know, and obviously a ton of the kids stood out, but we had a school record broken today. Anna Catherine Stoddard in the 3,000. She breaks it by 14 seconds, which was just impressive. And I know that going into it, they were a little worried about the heat, but didn't seem to matter.
It was awesome. I'm thrilled, Anna, and both of the girls in the 3K. They were to run last night a 5K in Raleigh, and we thought it was going to be too hot, so we didn't go. So we made an adjustment, and they jumped in today to run the 3. That was a planned run, and for them to perform like that, I love when kids can adapt, adjust, and still don't let it shake them. That's going to be good for us as we go on into other. When they move up their 5K and their 10K later, this right here, the races are going to have things in the race where they have to make adjustments. So adapting to abnormal or things that come at you and you asked to do, those are things that are important in the development and the experience that a college kid gets and track kids get.
You know, we had a number of top 10 performances this weekend, almost a laundry list. It seems like Evan Miller goes 6th fastest in the 200. Ashton Lindley's in the top 10 in her first 400 meters. Will's in the top 10 for his 400-meter hurdles. It's a laundry list. Destiny Rocker goes top 10 in her first event in the 100 hurdles. So how awesome to see that.
All of those things are awesome, and it's like I tell people, we are better outdoors than we were indoors, and our kids are going to pan out to be that way. Evan Miller's, getting to the Nationals indoors gave him a little confidence, and then he's running against an All-American, and he contested for a tough run for 180 meters there. I mean, he was just close to breaking through to being top 5 on school. And Destiny, she was in a race there with a professional athlete and NCAA All-American in the girl hurdles, and they ran 13-12, 13-14. She ran 13-16. So that told her something about herself. To intermediate hurdles, a freshman step up in there and beat an All-American. That's big there. So those are things that our kids are gonna grow off of. When you face All-Americans and your first time in and you beat an All-American, we'll talk more about that now. They'll listen more. They're challenged. And Will running 50 point for his first college race over hurdles, and he jumped from running a 52.8 as a high school kid to 50.4, and he stumbled to put his hand on the ground coming off of his last hurdle, and so we think he can run mid 49s the next run out, and also Rivaldo ran a good race, and just straight away coming home, he's going to run 50. He's going to run 50 point. And so we had constantly things like that, but we expect those things to happen. Last night, the girls ran a great 5K. We had Bridget come through for us and run good. So the confidence, the swag, and we got to talk more about expecting yourself to be a champion. Today was facing some people. Next week at Florida is facing more people at that level and feeling like you belong in that fight.
And over in the throws, we had a good weekend as well. We had Maliko hammer and disc PRs, Alicia with an outdoor PR. Our unattached redshirt freshman Dylan goes and throws, I think, over 18 meters in the shot put in his first college
All of that,
event.
they're a little bit away from the track, so you don't get to feel that experience. I went down and I watched Malik with his discus today. He threw 188 feet with the discus. Got second in there, and he's in there with All-Americans lining up and finishing. And then he lost one bigger one that we think is right at 200 feet. So we think that he's going to throw 60 meters. He threw 58 today, and so 60 meters is the next bound. And when you start throwing 200 feet, you start being on the edge of being an All-American. If you hit it on that day, then that makes you an All-American. So those are the things our kids starting to believe in. We believe we can be a top 20 men's team and a top 10 women's team, and today is an indicator that we're taking steps there. Got more regional qualifiers today. I think we're probably up to about 15 kids that are going to be able to get to the first round of the nationals, and that's where we are. We don't have the big depth to be a top 5 or top 8 SEC, but we can beat a lot of SEC teams at the nationals if we keep going. We lost one today. Stephanie strained her hamstring. That's a little scary, but in 3 weeks she should be back and ready to go. We can't lose All-Americans and losing Stephanie. But the kids ran a mile relay. Our kids ran one of the top times in the country. 3:31 is a good time. They got to knock 3 seconds off, and I can see 3 people that can help turn that into a 3:27. And that's what it takes to be in the top 5 in the NCs. 3:27, and I think that group of people can do that. And if Stephanie gets back, we make them go 3:25. Our guys mile relay struggled a little bit, but I think we can run 3:05 right now today. I think Kentucky, having the second best team in the country, step up there in the mile relay, kind of had them with the jitters. They knew who they were running against, but they were running against a great Virginia Tech team, and so they held off one, diving into the line to get that second place. It showed us something about them, how much they want to fight at home. Well, next week is how much they will fight at Florida, and those experiences are tremendous for our kids.
And lastly, just a thought that I had seen some of these unattached athletes that are our Gamecocks, Isaiah Moore, Waddle and Jonathan, Sorenzi Chance. How great was it to see them out here performing?
It's always great to see them, and it's great to see parents be able to come to watch our kids run. It's great to see our alumni participate and us give them an opportunity that most places don't give them, because our university can manage the COVID tests with outsiders. We make sure people take the test before they come here, 72 hours. We make sure each team has its own little section such that they only stay with themselves and everybody mask up. We put people in lines such that they don't come within 6 feet of each other. So we're good at managing COVID protocol. We got the best officials that have been with us. I got a great coaching staff that has the maturity to manage it. So I did not have any apprehensions whatsoever in managing the meet. It was great to have President Caston come out and join us. He stayed over an hour watching track and appreciating our track team. And I spent some time talking with him about some things that in collegiate athletics and the bills in the Congress that might not be in the best situation for the Olympic sports and stuff. He is a wonderful guy, to have the heart to understand the impact on diversity, the impact on women in sports, and the impact on giving opportunity. I mean, I've talked, we've had a lot of presidents here. We haven't had a president come out and lean over and watch our kids and feel the experience. Having leaders that get in the farce with you, that was a special feeling for me, even when we were winning national championships. And I loved Coach McGee, and he came out a few times, but I never had a president
So this university is so fortunate to have someone that understands total athletics, understands the ratification of the politics of preventing kids from the state of South Carolina from getting opportunity. It was extraordinary for me, and I'm almost emotional for having had someone care about the student like that guy does, and that's wonderful to have that. So that was one of the special moments. Our kids came over and spoke to and told them their majors, and I encouraged them to let them know so that they can go back, and that's one of we want our kids to have great experiences, and so you have to let them know what the experiences you have. And being able to see the one kid asked them, "Are you the athletic director? Are you the?" And then the president of what? I mean, that was Will after he got in the top 10 in the hurdles, and then he told me, no, he's the president of the university. And Will was shocked, and he goes, "Oh!" And so it was a great way to have a quality experience. Thanks for the wonderful weather. And last year at this time, we're fighting COVID. This was incredible. I'm excited and thrilled to having had this experience.
Awesome, Coach. Good luck next weekend in Florida.
Thank you.